Hi, this is Reasons Are Several, episode number 193. My name
Oh, yeah.
My name is Matt, and with me is a very excited Dean. How's it going, Dean?
It's going well, Matador. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well.
Do you like my sausage?
Excuse me?
Isn't there a Dean sausage?
Jimmy Dean.
Jimmy Dean.
Jimmy
there we
Dean
go.
has sausage. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Nice.
It's
I
good.
like
It's
it.
good in the morning with breakfast, for sure.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nothing like waking up with a nice hot Jimmy Dean sausage. Is your wife a fan of the sausage?
That is a loaded question.
It is, isn't it?
Should I say link or patty sausage?
Whatever, man. Whatever.
That might be another tip. Anyway, I was going to wish you a happy Boxing Day.
I was going to wish you a happy MMA fighter day. Yeah.
Is that what it is?
We're just going through sports now? I don't know.
No, you don't know what Boxing Day is?
Thumb wrestling day.
Boxing Day. You know what Boxing Day is, do you not?
Is it a Canadian or British thing or both?
It's like all the monarchy kind of trickle down. It's England,
And
it's Canada.
And that's when you return the gifts you spent way too much money on because you know you can't afford them.
That's what it's turned into.
Right.
But I believe it's actually, and this maybe plays into, you had a guy who grew up with a silver spoon in his mouth a couple weeks ago on your show. So this would fit him pretty well. Chris
Right.
from How's Your Recounting. I believe the way the tradition started was all these posh motherfuckers used to give their servants, their people that work for them, the next day off after Christmas because they had to work on Christmas. So they give them, they were out of the kindness of their hearts, they would give them the next day off, and then they would give them a little box of something.
Well, then Chris should be sending me a gift because that lawn doesn't mow itself. You know what I'm saying?
You got today off. But yeah, I can only imagine what was in those boxes in the day. They were home shopping. Let's just give them this.
Oh, I'm sure. At that time, it was probably some extra bread. And they were like, thank the
you
Lord, we
so
can
much.
feed the little one.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fucking Boxing Day. Anyway, you want to talk? Oh, let's talk
You want to
first.
talk?
Let's talk
You just
first. Do you want to
talking?
talk? Let's not
What are we
talk.
talking about?
First, I was going to say, if you want to tweet at us or talk to us, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, whatever.
Or titillate yourself, you can reach us at Reasons R on Twitter, and Neil is.
At Angels Freak 7.
But what's this show about, Neil?
This show is about two guys that get together and like to talk about sports, love, friendship, family, sex toys, sex robots, sexual positions.
Stop.
Okay. But it's just two guys hanging out, kind of talking pop culture and sports and just having a good time.
That's right. And you know one of the things we like to talk about?
Rap.
Yes, but you know what else?
Oh, yes. We don't have a drop.
We don't. We still don't have a drop for the NASCAR minute. So could somebody fucking get on that, please?
Yeah, let's do this.
We're accepting drops all day long.
It could be anything. It'd just be 4 people singing in perfect harmony, NASCAR a minute. We love it. We love it. NASCAR a minute.
Ooh, see? There's your first idea.
Yeah.
Just make it happen now.
Freaking make it happen.
So
Captain.
anyway, well, I should say one of us enjoys talking about this. Let's go. Although I actually enjoy the enhancements you've made to the NASCAR minute since it became the NASCAR minute.
So let me ask, and I have to start keeping track of this because I'm going to start doubling up if I don't. So I need to ask you, if we talked about this before, I apologize. If we haven't, it's good. Do you moisturize
We've talked about this.
on the NASCAR minute?
Yes.
And so what face cream are you using? Did we talk about that?
I can't remember. There's some stuff that my wife got me that's good, but then also, what's that? Cetaphil. Use a little bit of that too. That's pretty good.
Right. So I think it's CEVE. I think that's the name of or something like that. It's a 30 SPF facial daytime moisturizer.
I think we have some of this for my kids.
Is awesome.
It's got
Very
a
good.
weird name.
Find it
It's
at Target.
Cesva or something like that.
Something like that. Find it at Target. It's like $13 for 4 ounces. Good stuff.
And what's the SPF?
30. Because most of the stuff, especially for guys, is like 15. That's what I've been using. But now I found a 30. So moisturizing is important. Also, you want to moisturize your knees and your elbows, guys, because that shit gets nasty.
I've never done that.
And if you're with a woman that doesn't care if you moisturize your knees and elbows, she's lying to you and you're going to lose her. So moisturize.
Interesting.
Nobody wants nasty, freaking dry, scaly skin crap.
Now I'm rubbing my knees.
Yeah. Get after it. Every morning, I moisturize my feet all the way up to my upper thighs. My
Wow.
hands all the way up to my shoulders and my face.
Holy
My
shit! Why
jump,
don't you just step through like a one of those misting things of
dude.
lotion?
If you will please right now, just DM on Elise and say, "See, I agree with Neil. We should have like a misting waxer type of thing in the bathroom."
You could put that in the outer bathroom. That would be fine.
I could just walk through the garage door and you just get blasted.
That's right. I
Yeah.
like it. Then you got to
So-
rub it all in though.
So there's the moisturizer. I just wanted to double check on the moisturizing because it is important. 30 SPF is good. And guys, don't be lame. Don't be jackholes. Take care of your shit.
Take care of your
Keep it
knees
tight.
and your elbows. But if you don't
Yeah.
want to, if you don't
And
care
your
about
butt.
the SPF, then just
Yeah.
drink enough water like TB12 does.
Oh, he moisturizes the crap out of everything.
See, he lies.
Well, he doesn't lie. He just, he lost 2 weeks ago to the Dolphins or whatever. So he's hurting.
Yeah, he is hurting. Anyway, do we have some actual NASCAR news?
Yes, Kurt Busch signed new deal with Stuart Haas. This news is a little bit old,
Okay.
but just we haven't talked about it. So Kurt Busch signed a new deal with Stuart Haas, so he's going to stay there. Good for Stuart Haas. I think that's a good move. They need a driver like Kurt Busch. And talks broke down between Danica Patrick and Chip Ganassi Racing, because she wants to do the Indy 500 and is it the Daytona 500? Yeah, Daytona, but she wants to do it for the same team. They're not on the same day, but she wants to do it for the same team. So trying to get that together, and those talks fell apart. However, they're not done. They're just, nothing's been signed yet.
How old is
So-
she now?
There you go. I think she's 33.
Oh, she's only 33, huh?
I'll check.
I was thinking she
right
was like
now.
later in her 30s.
You might be right.
Like a 37, 38-ish. Maybe not.
35. So yeah,
Yeah.
you're. Well, I guess we're
Split the
we're
difference.
both yeah.
Okay.
So there you go.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. Work on that
That's all
drop,
about
folks.
moisturizing.
So we're kind of still in the midst of holiday season.
Midst. We are. We're
I mean, it's
midsting
still-
all
it's
over the
still going.
holiday.
We're midsting all over. People are taking back gifts and buying a bunch of, crap and post Christmas sales and year-end clearance sales and all that kind of stuff. Our Canadians are giving away knickknacks from their house to their servants, stuff like that.
Right.
So I want to look at this list once again, thanks to Anna Goldfarb from Vice.com, because we're going to look at another 6 words listing. And this is
Farby.
this is the dumbest thing you've spent money on.
Now, before we get started, I would imagine you're not a person who has wasted a lot of money in their life.
Oh, that's not true.
Really?
No.
All right.
No,
all right. I don't mean
I-
like buying too many drinks at the bar.
Yeah, but I can be impulsive at times, and maybe
Give me an example if you don't mind.
that's not like an immediate loss, like gambling or drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think of an example, like sporting equipment sometimes or gear.
But
I'll-
you use it.
I'll use it, but I'm like buying too much or stuff that I don't necessarily need. I tend to do
Talking
that,
about
or
hockey
like
gear?
workout gear, workout
Okay.
equipment. I've done that a lot. Where I'm like, I'm gonna get a rowing machine. This is a stupid decision, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And then about 2 months later, I'm selling the rowing machine on Craigslist. That kind of stuff.
All right, that's pretty good. But all right. And is there a loss there? I mean, are you losing money when you sell it, or are you
Oh
able to sell
yeah.
it for?
When you buy a
Okay.
brand new, because I usually buy a brand new, like an idiot.
Right.
I do buy some stuff used, but most of it new, because
Right.
I don't want
Just butt
somebody
sweat.
else's
No.
stank all over it.
No.
So, but
They
yeah,
might have that C3PO butt plug in while they're doing the rowing machine.
oh
Now you
god,
have
that would hurt.
butt juice and freaking KY or Jetson Gel or Astroglide, whatever these. No, I feel you. I feel you.
Astroglide. Anyway, so I wanted to share. Do you waste money? I should ask you.
Oh yeah, a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, I'm big time on cars and motorcycles because I
Yeah.
like buying them, fixing them up, and then you always lose that money. But yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well,
Which is funny
gotta
because
enjoy your life.
I'm extreme. Live your omelet, man.
right.
But I'm extremely frugal when it comes to like our retirement and retirement funds and paying off bills and stuff like that.
Right.
So it's not like I'm taking away from that, but I could definitely be putting a lot more towards that if I didn't do stupid shit
Oh, for
all
sure.
the time.
For
All the
sure.
time.
For sure.
It's funny when I open up my little cabinet and I'm like, oh, look, I have like $3,000 worth of video games just sitting there that I could have just subscribed to that stupid frickin', you know.
GameFly.
Yeah.
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 I do
So there's
I
that.
do GameFly.
It's funny because I'll go through this where like, well, I play this game for 6 months straight, but then I'll buy 4 at a time. So it's like you really should just do GameFly.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. There's an ad for GameFly. Fuck, can we get a sponsorship out of that? I'll pimp them all day. Anyway.
Wow. Hey, Matt, don't be a pimp. Just work with them.
Okay, I'll work with them. I'll be
a partner.
I'll be a partner with GameFly.
Jesus.
Sorry.
God, what are you going to run for the Senate next?
Good
job, buddy.
So sensitive. I want to run through some of these, a smattering, if you will, of these quotes. So first up is Peter, 23.
Patre.
Black denim jorts with butt flap.
What?
First of all,
It's good.
First of
I've
all,
never seen or heard of this.
where do you find this? Why the butt flap?
Castro,
and how much does
probably.
this cost?
Jesus, my God.
Black denim jorts with butt flap.
I have a look for you. I used to wear purple denim jorts
Oh,
with black leggings underneath and purple Doc Martens.
oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
With Batman suspenders and a white T-shirt. No joke.
Did people think you were special? But this
pretty
had to
sure.
be like 91, maybe 92.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Because the Doc Martin heyday, I feel like, maybe it was just my age at the time, was around that time. I had some red
Yeah.
Doc Martens that used to get
Yeah,
attention.
88 to 92 was like the big Doc Martin.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Anyway, Pilot 29 said an autographed King of Queens script.
Wow. I wish they would have given prices for these. That would have been awesome.
I mean, why on earth would you get that? Next up is Isabel, 27 years old. She says custom latex pants that didn't fit.
Okay, so the problem is that they didn't fit, not that you got them, because that's not bad.
I guess that's something you don't try on. You just have to guess and buy them. Be like, yeah, these
That's
are probably
something
gonna
you
fit.
don't lie about your size.
You're right.
Like there's times like if you're gonna do a helicopter tour and they ask your weight, don't lie.
No.
If you're getting fitted for your wedding dress, don't lie.
No.
If it feels tight, don't lie.
Right.
It's better that it looks good than you can say, oh yeah, I got into a size 2.
Right.
No, you didn't.
You don't want to look like somebody poured you into those latex pants.
You should have been in a 6.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want that.
Right.
Yeah.
Larry 29 says the Conor McGregor Floyd Mayweather fight.
That's a good one.
Which I think is funny, but
Is that $150?
it was $100.
100. Oh, that's not bad.
Made my dad pay for it.
I guess it's relative too, because for some people, like $100 is the kids don't eat for 3 weeks,
But some
and
of
for
us,
some people, $100 are like Conor Mayweather. Man, I flew Conor out here to have a drink. That was the biggest waste of money.
Conor Mayweather, as opposed to Floyd McGregor. Whatever. It's a mashup. Oh, Conor Mayweather. I mean, the Mayweather Pacquiao fight was boring as hell, but this one actually was at least reasonable. Conor Mayweather. That's never going to get let go of. Okay. Mary, 36. My dates drink a $100 shot.
Ooh.
What a fucking dick/bitch.
Wait, what?
I'm saying I don't know if it's a guy or a girl since you
Oh,
always
okay.
knock me for that. So I'm going to say what a dick/bitch because we don't know. What
So-
a horrible person. How about that?
To buy the drink?
$100 shot. They are like, you're buying? Boom, $100 shot.
Oh no, I thought they offered it.
No, they had to pay for it. It's the word. It's the thing they wasted money on.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, hey, baby, like maybe you're at the bar impressing a
Oh,
guy
I
or
see what
girl.
you're saying. I guess it could go that way. I guess it could go
that's
that
what
way.
I was thinking.
Maybe I'm
Yeah.
taking it. I'm putting the blame on the drinker, not the person buying the drink. I should be harder on Mary.
I did spend the money and bought a bottle of Cristal at a restaurant once.
Nice.
Oh, that was
Not
stupid.
not a smart move.
No.
Yeah, I think it was on my 40th birthday. My buddy Ben bought a real nice bottle of champagne at a bar we were at, and I was like, "Oh boy!" At one point later in that, he goes, "You know how much that thing costs?" And I was like, "I don't want to know." He goes, "Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
You don't want to know."
At least this was like a nice dinner restaurant. It wasn't like just out, just like you got this. Woo-hoo.
Oh no, it was not a nice. I wouldn't say it was a nice place. It was fine. It was like a
Oh,
rooftop
brutal.
bar.
Ah,
You know what I'm
you can
saying?
buy champagne at a bar.
See. Next is Louis, 31. My gym membership. I never go. Now we'll talk about
Lewis,
that.
Find a better job.
We're going to talk about resolutions a little bit later, so that we'll get into that a little bit more. But this is very common because those gyms fucking offer up these 6-month, 12-month packages, and you're all inspired to try to get in shape after the holidays, so you get sucked into it, and the next thing you know, you're not going.
I worked at a gym. Well, it was a YMCA for a long time.
I heard it's fun to stay there.
It is. Well, when I worked, it was. We always called them resolutioners because they'd come in December, either buy it for their wife or their husband or the family, be packed for like the first 3 weeks of January.
It just falls
and
off.
by Valentine's Day, that was always the after Valentine's Day. It was back to
they just wanted to look good for their fucking Valentine's Day, and then they're done.
I think that was just that's I think the first big slip up. Like, I'm going to change my diet. I'm going to do this. And then Valentine's Day, and it's like, oh, we're having this and they're having that. And then they realize, like, I just don't have
They can just mail it in after that.
Yeah.
I mean, the only other thing you're working toward at that point, depending on your age, is maybe a spring break type situation.
I think dudes look in the mirror and they're like, I'm already married. I don't need to work on this. And then chickies look in the mirror and go, I'm sleeping with his best friend too, so I'm fine.
That, or it's like, remember that nice dinner I took you to on Valentine's Day? Yeah, fuck you. I'm going to have a box of donuts now.
Yeah, that $1,000 shot. Yeah.
Right. $1,000 shot. They also do all those fucking prepaid trainer sessions too. That also gets you because those things are fucking expensive. I did that once. I joined a gym. I think it was, what's the LA one? LA Fitness?
Oh, Jesus.
I joined that 1 year. Terrible.
Dude, that was like that was the get to want to get laid gym.
Yeah. But I was living.
How'd that work out?
No, I was living with my girlfriend at the time.
Yeah.
It was because me and a buddy.
I didn't ask what your living arrangement was. I asked, how did that work out?
It did not work out that way.
Okay. All right.
I went with a buddy of mine just to go look. And then literally, this is hilarious. We were going to go bowling. We're like, let's just stop by the gym real quick and just take a look. We couldn't get out of there. We ended up fucking both signing up. It comes with 2, training sessions.
Yeah.
So to make it worse,
personal training.
Yeah, to make it worse, we would get up and go to the gym in the morning together at like 6:30, the two of us, and this guy would work us both. Hey-o.
Wait, say that again. One more time. What would happen?
This guy would work us both.
Nice.
It was a bad idea all the way around.
There's an amazing gym by us that I would actually still belong to if it opened early enough that I could go before work.
Oh, see, I'm surprised it isn't because so many gyms now are either 24 hours or they are open huge hours.
Yeah, or they just close from like midnight to 4.
Right.
But this one doesn't open till 5.
Lame.
Too late.
Too late. You missed me. All right. Next is Sarah, 47. Mm-hmm. The fanciest vibrator. Didn't do much.
Sarah, you're using it wrong.
I think she might be. That, or I was going to say, fingers are free. You can just get in there with those fingers and it doesn't cost a thing.
Yeah, and dudes are stupid. So, I mean, just go train one.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Too easy.
That's fine.
Genevieve, 36, automated laser pointer my cat ignored. At this point,
laser pointers are not good for cats.
Well, why?
Because they get very frustrated that they can't actually catch. There's nothing tangible to get.
Oh, so you're just
and it
crushing
makes them
their
freaking
spirit.
Yeah, it makes them schizo.
Oh, interesting. I never knew that.
I don't know if that's true. That's just what I heard.
It sounds right, but
fake news.
It's fucking hilarious watching him do it.
Oh, and dude, and talk about craziness. That's insane what happened in Alabama a couple weeks ago.
Right? What are you talking about?
That's all I got. The freaking election in Alabama a couple weeks ago. That's what I'm talking about.
Just slipping that in. Mm-hmm. I was going to say, I think maybe the cat saw you mailing it in because you couldn't be arsed to fucking put the pointer yourself. You got an automated system. He's like, well, fuck you then. I'm not playing with it.
I like it.
God. Fuck you, Genevieve. I'm leaving. The second I get out that front door, I'm gone.
Yeah. The cat's thinking the best thing he wasted money on was the assassin he hired to take you out, Genevieve.
So next is Lily, 26, $650 for unlimited Brazilian wax pass.
That's not bad if you if you've bought a house and you plan on staying in that area for a long time, that's not bad.
But why don't you just go ahead and do like the laser treatment and just fucking do it permanent?
Well, laser isn't I mean, they can't get every single hair, so you still have to either tweeze or pluck or
But they get most of it.
They do. But it's not fun.
Well, okay. I don't know. It seems like
and I don't know if many people want to like laser treat that area. A lot of people do like laser treatment on their back or their face or their arms. A freaking laser treat.
Some women do it.
another reason. God, that's dangerous.
Clean that shit up. That's dangerous. Don't put lasers down there.
Yeah, Jesus.
I just thought maybe they didn't want the permanency of it. You know, they wanted to have a chance. Like I'm curious I'm curious why you don't use the laser on certain regions since you are constantly shaving.
If I could afford it, I would totally do it on my arms.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I thought maybe just like when you get to be like a silver fox, you want to bring that bush back.
Oh, you mean down below?
Yeah.
Well, I don't go Brazilian though. I just like to keep it cropped. It's like a Navy SEAL down there.
That's.
I mean,
oh God damn it! SEAL Team
God bless
6.
America.
SEAL Team
Dick. Yeah,
SEAL
totally.
Team Dick. Oh no, that might be the title of this episode. Wait, this is Lisa 31. Weight loss coaching app. Millennials, man. So is she self-hating? She's saying I'm a
so.
fucking millennial. I got it, or is she
Yeah.
mad at the people who designed it?
No, I think it's her.
She
She's
got
saying,
suckered
like,
into it. Oh,
yeah.
well. I've grouped the next ones together because they have something to do with wedding or marriage.
Okay.
My 2010 marriage to that idiot, says Lauren 35. Why does she put the date in there? Like she has to keep track because there's been so many, or what?
Because she wanted it. She wanted it to work. Because it's legit for her. She was like, I got married in 2010. I really thought I'd still be married now.
Oh.
Yeah.
She wants you to know how long ago it was. She wants you to know that she was a wanted woman 7 years ago.
Right. It's personal for her because otherwise it would have been getting married to that dick. That would have been it.
Well, that I thought, or maybe she just didn't have a sixth word. But to me, then why don't you just say fucking idiot?
No, it's personal. I'm sure it started with I fell in love with this guy and then he turned out being a dick and we got married in 2010. She had to cut down a 1,000-word essay down to 6,
Let me help you with that.
Yeah.
Cliff notes, please. Kara, 32, the wedding I didn't want to have. Well, then why'd you do it, Kara?
Well, that's tough because sometimes parents get involved and they're like, you have to invite so-and-so and you have to do this.
Then
and
you
have
pay
to do
for
that.
it, parents.
Oh, dude, don't. Hey, I'm with you. It sounds to me like you've got some issues around this, my friend.
Oh, if only the video showed. I gave a lunge at Neil there. No, I'm just thinking if it could be a parent's thing. To me, it almost sounded like she wasn't sure about it and didn't want to go through with it and then got suckered into it. People are just, it's a lot of...
You've got a very negative look on these things.
I guess I do. Shit.
Yeah, because I was thinking like they're still happily married and everything's good. It's just that she didn't want to spend that
So
money.
you're saying the wedding she didn't want means it was a bigger deal than she wanted it to be, not she just didn't want to get married at all.
Correct.
I think it's
the wedding she didn't want, not the husband she didn't want.
I think it's the latter. Anyway.
Fuck that guy.
Justin, 38. Wedding...
Bieber.
What?
Justin Bieber?
No, he ain't 38.
Oh.
Justin, 38. Wedding videographer, video unwatched, divorced now.
Yeah. Well, Justin, that's a waste of money.
Well,
You're absolutely correct.
Yeah, this is fair. I think divorced or not. The wedding video is something that even if you keep your relationship a long time, how often do you go back and look at your wedding video? Never.
And I'll tell you this. Other people have showed me their wedding video.
Oh my God, they made you sit through it?
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
No.
That's a terrible idea.
Don't do that. I don't want to see it. I don't even care that you're married, to be honest with you. You could be my two favorite people in the world, my parents. I don't want to see your wedding video.
Right. I was either there and experienced it, thanks, or I wasn't there. Thanks for showing me how good of a time you guys all had.
Yeah. Or thanks for showing me how stupid you all looked because hopefully it wasn't like last week. And now the styles don't even matter. And neither of you look like that anymore.
Right. Well, it's funny because when the first
wedding video that you had,
the first weekend I hung out with my now wife,
mm-hmm.
we ended up going to the Oregon coast. And it ended up just being the two of us and two other couples. I thought it was supposed to be like a whole slew of people, more like a party. Like, hey, we're all going to go out to the beach and have a party. And it ended up being two other couples and us. And we were like not even technically really dating yet. And just kind of just hanging out. So we get there, and the first night, one of the couples had just gotten married like a month before or something. They break out their wedding video. I had to sit and watch this wedding video. I'm just like, oh my God, is this a test?
No.
Oh, terrible. Ours was done by a friend of ours, and it was fine, but it was just like, again, I think we watched it within a month of getting married and then never have watched it again.
Yeah.
So, finally, Francis, 46, engagement ring I gave my ex-wife. Now, this is a pretty common thought, I think, and I'm curious what you think about this. At what point do you get it back, if at all?
The law states it belongs to the person who gave the engagement ring until the day you're married.
Okay, so if
That's
it's
the
just
law.
engaged, you can actually get it back legally.
It is legally yours.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Because I was thinking, what if you get married and within 6 months the whole thing just falls apart?
It's hers or his, whoever bought the.
Okay,
You know,
then just ethically speaking or whatever, do you think you try to get it back if you're only 6 months in? Do you go,
I
you know
think you
what?
give
We
it.
didn't-"
If you're a decent person, you give it back.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering, like,
regardless
when-
of the
when-
reason of why anything happened, because whatever. Either, I mean, it's like, let's say he buys her an engagement ring, and then he cheats on her, and you just give it. But you're like, no, man, I don't want anything to do with it. You know, it's not going to do anybody any good to try and cause financial harm or throw it in the ocean or any stupid thing like that.
What if it's 5 years after they get married?
Oh, then it's the person who it was given to. Then it's
Right.
their property.
Right. So what I'm saying is, what would be that cutoff? I mean, is it like a year? Is it 2 years after marriage? Where
for
where
me,
the
it would be a
polite
year.
thing is to give it back?
For me, it would be a year.
Okay. Got to make
Yeah.
it to a year, folks.
Because if it falls apart within a year, then it was never really, to me, then it's like really never. But you know what? Part of it could be like how long you were with the person before. If you were with that person for like 7 years before, they ask you to marry them,
That's fair.
then you're together for like 9 months and you find out that person was cheating on you for like 6 years. You're like, nah, dude, or girl, I'm keeping this.
Right.
And I'm selling it.
Or
and
even just the whole thing falls apart for some reason or another. Not even just if there was some long-term thing going on. If it's just you were together for 10 years, you got married for one.
Right.
Maybe
Again,
two
it's
years.
all relative. If somebody
Sure.
buys somebody an engagement ring for $150, doesn't mean it's any to them emotionally. It's not worth any more or less than someone who spends $15,000. But I think that's where it gets into it. If somebody says like, "Oh, you have a $150 engagement ring," they're like, "Yeah, the person can have it back." But if they're like, "Oh, you have a $150,000 engagement ring," somebody might be like, "Yeah, but I might be able to, buy a condo in freaking Tennessee, so
Right.
I'm keeping it."
Yeah, that's about how much the one I bought cost.
Yeah, I believe it. I've seen your wife with that little radio flyer freaking wagon with the rock behind her, freaking
Did you-
trailing it around town.
Did you ever used to watch The Office, the American version?
Yes.
At one point, Michael says, "Well, they say 2 year salary, right?" Like, no, 2 months. Between that and him doing the vasectomy, undoing the vasectomy, and then doing the vasectomy again.
Well, it was great because before Annalise and I got married, I took a leave of absence from my job.
Okay.
And then I worked as a greeter for Walmart for 2 months. Then I
What?
went back to my job. So I was like, 2 months salary. Here you go.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
So 2018 is nearly upon us, Neil.
Right.
I don't know if you're ready for this.
I think I might be all right. I'm
Yeah.
not sure though.
All right.
Now you're freaking me
No,
out.
it's just a new year. I'm not making anything crazy going on here.
Okay, good.
But resolutions are something that come up every year, and you may have a different opinion on them. But I feel like anytime I try to make anything a resolution, it's just failed. I
A
always
kid, a family, career.
fail. Yeah, those things have gone okay. Those were not
All right,
New Year's
good.
resolutions.
Nice.
I'm talking the usual resolutions or something in particular. I'm thinking maybe I should aim lower, and then maybe I can meet my goals. But I feel like I always fail at my resolutions. Are you a believer in them, or is it just like, it's a time to make some changes, but I'm not going to like make any demands on myself to
I
hit
don't
any
make
targets?
resolutions that just because it's the first of the year. There'll be times like throughout the year that I'm like, you know what? Starting tomorrow, I want to do this better. So I'm going to really focus on that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not like, oh, it's January 1st. Let's start doing this.
Right.
Yeah.
You're not what'd you call him again at the gym?
Resolutioner.
Resolutioner. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but you do have a change you're making.
I do have one for this year, and it just happens to fall in line because I'm going away and I know I'm going to eat like crazy while I'm gone. And when I
gonna
get
say,
back,
yeah.
it's just around that New Year's time. So I just decided, but I've already started the change. So it's not like,
Oh, you
my
did?
gosh. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I
I've been
thought
doing
you
it for a
were
while.
waiting.
No, I've been doing it for a while.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Well, I guess
so-
you cut out the carb thing. So explain to me what is involved in this, because I after you mentioned this to me, I don't know, several episodes ago. It's called keto.
Yeah, it's a keto diet. Although, however, I cannot do it the way the true keto diet is because it's way too much fat for me. I just can't eat that way.
Okay.
So the keto diet, which is no carb, no sugar, high fat, but you can still do a little bit of processed foods. You can do like cheese and stuff, but you have to be very strict. And obviously with any diet, portion control is part of it, right? Because you can't just say like, I'm not eating carbs, I'm gonna have 17 pounds of bacon.
Right.
You can't do that. But pretty much it's a high protein, high real fat, no carb, no sugar diet.
I would make it 2 days.
Right.
I would never be able to pull this off because of the bread, because of like fucking, I mean, you can't even have a baked potato, can you? That's brutal.
Baked potato, French fry, and pizza. Well, they have these crazy different, like they have a cauliflower crust pizza.
Oh man.
Which actually tastes really good, but
are you sure?
For one medium-sized crust alone to purchase like from Amazon is almost $15.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, so it's insane. So I'm doing a variation of this, and the reason I am is simply because I'm not doing enough exercise or cardio right now to be able to. I just eat way too much. If I could just have like one piece of pizza, then I'd be fine. But I can't do that.
Oh fuck! Who can have one piece of pizza?
Right. So it's easier for me to totally change my whole diet because then I know like, oh, I can eat this and I can feel full and I'm not going to turn into a fat cow. Now, my plan also in the new year is to exercise more and get back into my mountain bike riding and all these other things so that I can introduce some of these things back into my diet.
So this is a temporary keto.
Right. And like I said, I can't eat the amount of fat that they want me to eat. I just can't do it.
So you're going to have to modify as you start working out.
Yeah, it's going to be no carbs or soup, very, very, very little carbs and very, very, very little sugar, naturally occurring sugar. And I'll stay to the keto, like as far as what fruits I eat will stay on the keto side versus like the high sugar fruits, like no more bananas, apples, stuff like that. More of the natural berries. So raspberries, blackberries, blueberries, things like that. Cottage cheese, yogurt. Like the other night I made a pepperoni pizza, but the crust was a very thin chicken breast that I had pounded out. So it was chicken breast, pesto, and pepperoni, turkey pepperoni. Yeah, it was amazing. It tasted great. It would taste so much better if it was on a piece of bread. But
well, I was gonna say pesto makes everything better.
Yeah. So it's gonna be somewhat relative. So it's gonna be similar to my diet, but just a lot less, even less carbs.
Even less fun.
Even less fun. However, if this is the thing about it, like if I go to somebody's house or if we go on vacation, we go not out to dinner, but if we go away, then diet's out the window. I won't go to somebody's house and make them feel bad for my diet. Right. I refuse to do that.
You don't want to be that guy.
I won't, like if they have bread, I won't purposely eat extra bread.
You'll just eat the whole loaf.
Right. But if like dinner is, well, let's say they're having pizza. I'm not going to scrape off the toppings of the pizza into a bowl and go like, I don't want this. I don't, unless it's an allergy or a religious thing, I just don't agree with that.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's kind of crappy.
All right. Oh man. Is there any other changes?
No, but
you are going to start working out.
More. I work out at home now, but I need to get back into the enjoyment. Like I never thought of mountain biking as working out, but it's a good workout. So I have to take care of my time or manage my time better so I have time to do those things. Because not only is it good physically for me, but mentally. I mean, it's something I really, really miss. And I can't ride like I used to because of the concussions and age and all that. But I can still get out there and freaking, pedal and have a good time. So those things I have to start. I'd really like to find a gym that I can go to. Because I just work out a lot better when I'm not at home. Because when I'm at home, I'm like, oh my God, I can play a video game. So.
Yeah, see, I have to work out at home because I hate gyms.
Right.
So for me, it's all in the garage. But it is easy to not go into the garage. That's for sure.
I know if you get me drunk enough, it can be all in the garage too. Whatever.
Oh no. Yeah, I mean, I definitely need to work out more. It's one of the things I wanted to do. I mean, I started doing it in the fall and then it fell the fuck off again, as it always does. I think I mean, I kind of have two things that go hand in hand. One is I need to sleep better because that's a problem.
That's super important.
I was reading a study just the other day about how they were saying that they did a study where they were like testing subjects if they slept not at all or slept 4 hours or slept 6 hours or slept 8 hours. And they were saying the people that slept 6 hours a night were just as useless as the people who didn't sleep at all. They just didn't know it because they thought they were okay.
They thought, yes. I was listening to NPR and they had a guy who just wrote a book and it was based on sleep studies. I mean, many, many studies. And it's amazing. It was interesting what he was saying, like as a society, we seem to think that people that actually sleep are lazy. Like, oh, I got time to sleep. I do this. Or successful people don't sleep much. And he was saying how the amount of disease and health issues as well as productivity and success that people who sleep versus people that don't, how different it is. And it's important to get there.
You notice it in the first minute of being awake. Like, am I like barely able to like roll myself out of this bed, or do I actually just sit up and go to the bathroom and I'm up? You know what I mean?
Right.
It's a huge difference.
Oh, for sure.
It's one of those things where whenever I get full nights of sleep, I'm like, oh, this is how it feels.
This is the best thing ever.
So I definitely need to work on that. And that feeds into the working out. Because if I'm sleeping properly, then I can go drop the homies off at school and come back and fucking work out right away and then start my work day. And if you work out early, you're more likely to get it done. Because if you save it for late, it's just always trouble. But I mean, you saw me in Napa. I saw myself in the video. It's not looking as trim as I used to. It's gone from like skinny fat to full on like...
No, but you look good. And I mean, there also is that thing of as we get older, it's like some things you just have to go, okay,
that's not going to fall off.
I'm not going to be worried about being like super tight and super fit, but being healthy and feeling good. I think that's a huge difference. I think when you feel good and you're healthy and then you look at yourself and you're like, no, I like the way I look. I think one is a lot mental. I think two is when we're not doing as much as we'd like to be doing physically, then we look at ourselves and go, oh, I look this way because I'm being a lazy son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Because you're a good looking man.
Thanks. I appreciate that. You are as well.
Oh,
Let's talk more about this.
We had a good time. Holding hands, walking down Napa.
Yeah, it's just there's just
till you lit the whole place on fire.
And I know. Sorry.
Did you spend some time in LA the last couple weeks?
That was a pretty good response. You had me on Twitter a while back. Anyway, but yeah, it's just there's certain times where like you look at yourself in like a shirt or something, and you're like, oh, that doesn't look as good as it used to.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
A little doughy. A little too doughy.
For sure. What's interesting to me is as we get older, or as I get older, and you start looking in the mirror and you realize like your face doesn't look like, you start to look like an old man. That's going to be a trip. Yeah, I mean, I already see aging now, which doesn't bother me, but there's going to get that time when
I thought you were going to say about me. I already see it in your face.
Yeah, I see it in you. When you just look in the mirror and you're like, oh, I don't look like a person anymore. Now I look like a freaking apple face doll.
Right. I think we have the benefit of having pretty youthful faces.
And moisturizer.
Because of moisturizer. It's true. The moisturizer plays a big role. Like I'll go pick up my kids from school and I'll see some of the dads and I'm like, whoa, that's their dad?
Right.
Like, that guy looks old.
That's his grandpa. Yeah. No. Well, and it's funny because that is now my goal, to look better just in the people my age. Yeah. Like if I look around and see other 45, 46-year-olds, I'm like, oh no, I'm good. This is fine. Yeah. I'm all right.
I'm doing pretty well.
I'll keep eating my chicken pepperoni pizza. Yeah, it's fine.
You're like you're thinking I'm in like the 80th, 90th percentile here. I'm doing pretty well, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, well, we'll see how it goes because the working out thing is always tough. I can tell you right now, eating a bag of cookies is 1,000 times better than doing squats.
But, amen.
But I got to figure out a way to not do the first and do the second.
I will say throwing a bag of cookies away is 1,000 times better than doing squats.
Even the sadness of it being over, that you've already consumed them.
Oh, yeah.
The full warm feeling of chocolate chips in your belly.
Yeah.
I can't run. I don't like running. I used to like to run. I just can't do that shit anymore. It's just not good for your knees, and it's just too much. I don't like it.
We need that old man drop.
Yeah, well, you have it. Look, man. Look, an old man's talking. Do you like running? Fuck running. You know what's so fucking stupid about running, too, by the way? People always say, what's the term that you get there's a runner's high.
Runner's
you
high?
get a runner's high after you run because of all the endorphins or whatever.
Mhm.
It's like, so when do you get the runner's high? After you run? You know why?
Took 22 minutes for me.
It takes 22 minutes for you to get the runner's high.
22 minutes.
Well, it's
And
good
that
you know
first
the time.
22 minutes is terrible.
And then the second you get it, do you just immediately stop? Like,
I
yes.
run 30 minutes because then it's 8 minutes of like, oh, wow.
8 minutes of
and then I'm
pleasure.
good. Yeah.
See, I always thought the endorphins were like, it's after your run that you get this runner's high, not during.
Oh,
And I
no,
was-
it's during.
Oh, is it during? Okay.
It's
Because I was going to say, if it's after, then maybe the runner's high is just that you're done. You're
Well,
so excited
you know
you're
what?
done
It
with
could be after because if you watch the NFL, those guys only run like 40, 50 yards sometimes. They get in the end zone and they look high as
They
shit.
look pretty fucking high.
Yeah.
Yeah. To me, it's always a runner's low. It's never a runner's
Well,
high.
when you see people running, have you ever seen a runner smiling?
Fuck no.
Or like when they see you, they wave and they're like, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
No.
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 They're all fucking
They're
dialed
miserable.
in and yeah. So
And in their head, they're just thinking, I'm only doing this so I look better tonight. I'm
Mm-hmm.
only doing this so I look better tonight.
yeah. But the
And then
thing
they're-
is, you
they're
don't.
dead.
I mean, it's my least favorite version of cardio. You know, I would rather play hockey, play basketball, like you said, mountain bike, something else that's not that, because it's just, oh man, just brutal.
Yeah.
My wife's a runner. I can't do it. She ran a fucking marathon. Oof. No thanks. I'll be over here with the cookies.
I'll drink a marathon. I mean,
I'll drink a marathon. Well, that is all we have. Thank you for listening. You can find us at reasonsareseveral.com. You can go on iTunes and review the show. And please tell a friend if you'd like. Or
tell
not.
two.
Tell two. There you go. Tell your family. Tell your friends. You can tweet at us at reasonsr, and Neil is at angelsfreak7. You can also email us at reasonsareseveral@gmail.com. We are heading into 2018. Neil, I wish you nothing but the best for your New Year's.
And you as well. I hope you have a safe and fun New Year's and don't wake up in a closet.
I don't think I will. I think I'll be good. I could easily wake up somewhere else, though. I mean, we've already established closets, couches, other bed. I mean, whatever. I'm all over the place. But
That's true. We do have we do have a few pictures of you. Like we have a picture outside with you, half passed out with 9. We have a picture with you on the couch sleeping.
I wasn't
with
half
9.
passed out with 9 outside.
No,
I was.
you were having fun.
I was
You
wide
were-
awake. But
you were
yes, the
blissful.
couch and the guest room. At least I
Yeah.
didn't end up in your bed. Fuck, it wouldn't have put it past me.
Well, we were hoping, but whatever.
You locked the guest room door, so I turned.
That's right. You're like, what? All right, I guess I'm
going
going in here.
Sleep at the foot of the bed. Hey guys.
Is that 9? Oh no.
Wait, what's going on here? Anyway, we'll talk to you next week.
See ya.
Bye.